Grand Rising all. Once again, for anybody who's not familiar, my name is Lafayette, and I will be sharing some information about this spiritual journey to try to assist everyone with having a better awareness of the proper steps and things to be conscious of in order to have a more successful pursuit of reconnecting with the divine. Today is Friday the 13th. It's a beautiful Friday the 13th morning of. I'm feeling awesome. It's always a pleasure to come and be able to share some of my understandings with the community, and hopefully it'll make sense to some people who will be able to incorporate it and, forward move, have some more progress with their personal journey. So, excuse me, the last video that I put up the day before yesterday or something, I believe it was chakras are the keys to the kingdom. Chakras are the master keys to the kingdom of the divine. So on that video, I went over what chakras were, right? And we went over the 7 bodily chakras that that humans have, which is the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart chakra, the sacral chakra, the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and then the root chakra. That's the order. So I'm going to give a quick overview of what an unbalanced chakra will create in the human body, so that you will be able to recognize how to address rebalancing your chakras. Because once again, as I stated before, the only way that you can solve a problem is to have an awareness that one exists, right? So so the first chakra, the root chakra, what blocks the root chakra pretty much is fear. And we're going to discuss a lot about fear, because fear, well, that is a mean energy right there. And just for the record, again, fear is not a spirit of God. Like, fear is not of the divine. There's no fear in the divine realms and realities of creation. Only here in this low vibrational energetic state that we find ourselves traversing through. So fear would cause blockages in your root chakra. And I was speaking before about being honest with yourself. Now, if you honestly do an assessment of where you're really at when moving around in this world, you will be able to come to an awareness that yes, fear is an actual reality in your life too, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Which, that's what I said about doing the shadow work and all that, because a lot of people like, I ain't fear, I don't have no fear. Yes you do. We all have it. We were programmed from birth, and generations and generations and generations past, to embody this energy of fear, because that's what feeds the negative oriented beings that are truly the real puppeteers of this whole program, game, illusionary structural setup that we're participating in. So just on a basic level, fear is the main thing that will keep your root chakra blocked. Okay. So Next chakra would be the sacral. And what would cause you to have blockages in your sacral chakra would be it would be blocked by guilt, right? So there we go. There's another one that a person may not really put too much thought into, but I know we've all walked around feeling guilty about things all the time. You know, whatever level of guilt that we may have exposed ourselves to, guilt is what will keep your sacral chakra blocked. And so, we have to work through that and understand that there's nothing to feel guilty for. You know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of this human experience is not to be perfect. We will never be 100% perfect. Never. That's not what we came here for. We didn't come here to be perfect. We are having this experience to realize during this human experience that we are perfectly imperfect. Yes, we are perfectly imperfect. There has never been a perfect being here on the planet, not even Jesus Christ. And I know that may, trigger a lot of things, but no. Like, that's part of this game. That's part of this illusionary structure. It's impossible for us to be perfect, because if we were perfected, 100% perfect, we would have sinned. There would be no reason for us to be on this third dimensional reality. And so it's okay to be okay with having what you may think are shortcomings or insecurities or, feelings of not a high worth. That's okay for a season, but don't stay there, because it's okay to make mistakes. That's the only way that we can learn. It's okay not to know. That's the only way to learn. So, guilt is a very, very, very bad energy to stay, submersed in. Right? So those are two bases. So we got fear and we got guilt. I'm sure everybody can relate to those. But what we didn't realize was the way that engaging and allowing those energies to become a regular part of our reality, how disruptive it is. And the beings that know use this as a tool to keep us in a place, in a space. But that's for another day, another subject or something. I'll get into all of that. I'm trying my best not to bounce all around, because my mind it want to hit everything, but I'm trying to do my ABCs. I'm gonna keep it in chronological order as best as I can. Right? So the next one would be your solar plexus chakra. And the main thing that blocks the solar plexus chakra would be shame and disappointment. Now, it may just be me, but I've been, in this human body for over 40 years now, and I definitely know about shame and disappointment on whatever level. But it's okay. Once again, it's okay to feel these things in certain instances, but don't stay there. We're allowed to feel. It's okay to feel. But then you have to release and move on. Now, these are the main three. These are the three physical chakras that dictate and designate a whole lot of this physical reality. These are the three lower chakras: the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, which is blocked by fear, blocked by guilt, blocked by shame and disappointment. Now, if we can start working on those things and clearing that energy up, miraculous things will begin to happen with you and around you. And so the next chakra up is the heart chakra. You know, that's what I said earlier, as I consider to be like the mediator between the three down low and the three above. So what can cause blockages in your heart chakra is grief. Grief. Yes. And see how simple these things are. Now, these are everyday emotions that a lot of us deal with all the time and never really give it a second thought. Not realizing how disruptive vibrating in these energies continuously is for our soul's journey and our spiritual growth. But once again, as I stated, you have to know that there's a problem before you can ever start trying to fix it. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to share some of this insight, and maybe it will help you to get a better perspective of yourself, to actually give yourself an honest look and see how you're vibing. And maybe some of this will connect with you, and now you can start working on that. So the fifth chakra, which the throat chakra, right? The throat chakra. And what causes throat chakra blockages is lies to self and others. Now, how many of us can relate to that? The throat chakra. These are your spiritual chakras. This is a very spiritual chakra. This is part of the creative amplifier chakra, the throat chakra, the power of the spoken word, the vibration, the amplifier, it amplifies. Thought is the cause of it all, but when it's vibrated through sound, it amplifies, right? So it's blocked by lies to self, and that's another level of accountability that we have to want to have in awareness of too. Because yes, I came to a point where I had to realize that yes, I lied. Oh, matter of fact, yes, but I lied to myself, and I put a video up. You can find it in the videos, and it's called "Tell the Truth and Shame the Devil." Yes, tell the truth and shame the devil. That is my philosophy. I say that all the time, and in these days and times, I don't lie about anything to anybody for any reason. Because lie for what? There is no the only purpose of a lie is for manipulation. And manipulation is a negative. So negative is going to bring around more negative. Like attracts like. So lies to self and others. You should never have to lie to somebody else in order to have them move, be, do, or anything like that, you know, with you. If you can't have somebody around you while you standing on your 100% honest truth, then that person don't need to be around you anyway. Because that's the truth will set you free. And that is the honest to God truth. When I was younger, I'm a quick story. So when I was younger, I heard that saying that the truth will set you free. And it kind of threw me for a loop, because when I did tell the truth, I got in trouble. I got a whooping. I got on punishment. I got chastised. So I'm like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like the truth ain't setting me free. The truth is setting me up. But no. In all actuality, it was clearing those spaces of confusion up. And yes, there was a consequence for the actions, and the only reason that I was punished for telling the truth is because of what I engaged in, which was not correct, and I shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. That's the only reason why the truth ended up what I consider to be getting me in trouble. But it actually didn't really get me in trouble because, yes, I was on punishment, but then I had a whole clear slate again. I didn't have to hide no more. I didn't have to lie no more. I didn't have to pretend no more. Like, it cleared everything up. I did my punishment, and then now I'm back to my day-to-day, and that's behind me. I don't have to worry about keeping up that lie, that whatever it was that I was into or I don't have to carry that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth cleared that up off me. It became known. Everyone had gotten the awareness of it, and I paid my dues. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was standing in a corner, getting a whooping, holding some books out like this. You know what I'm saying? For a while, we had crazy punishments back when I was coming up. We hold some books, and if they really wanted to be extra, you know what I'm saying, you got to hold your arms up and hold the books, and you got to stand on one leg. So you like this. Yeah, but at the end of the day, the honest truth was that the truth will set you free, because it allowed me to release those negative loads that I had on me, and now I can move forward with a clear slate. You know, so let's be mindful about this truth thing. Do not lie to yourself, and definitely don't lie to others. Like, it's for what? Always stand in your truth. That's it. Let your light shine. Stand in your truth. So the next chakra, the third eye chakra. What can block the third eye chakra is the third eye chakra can be blocked by illusions, right? So, what do you mean illusions, Lafayette? Well, depending on where you're at along the way, some of you will get this, some of you won't. But illusions, this world that we're in, everything is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to us to decipher the reality of things outside of the illusionary things, right? So, let me see. For example, illusions. The biggest illusion that we have is believing that we are all separate, right? But the reality of everything is that all is one. And that is the illusion, the separation thing. We believe that we're all separate, and we're not. Everything is connected. Everything is connected. All is one. When you come back and you start going back up, and on this highest, most purest level, at the top of the mountain, so to speak, or the top of the hill, everything comes back and connects to the one source, divine creator, mother, father, God of all. And everything coming down is all of that essence, which means it can never be separated because we all come from the same source. So all is one. We're just source energy experiencing itself in different realities for different perspectives for expansion, growth, and development, right? So illusion is the misunderstanding that we are all separate, when in all actuality all is one. And when you can get to that awareness of understanding that all is one, then it's showtime, because that's when you get to open this. And when you open this, yeah, it's showtime. That's the simplest way I'm gonna just place that right now. So the final chakra is the crown chakra. And what blocks the crown chakra is the crown chakra. The main thing that blocks the crown chakra could be earthly attachments, earthly attachments. Because we love material things. We love physical things. We love, the material side of this reality. And so that, for the majority of us, is the hardest one to really get a grasp on, is releasing our attachment to earthly attachment. What do you mean earthly attachment? Like, too attached to cars, houses, clothes, even family, friends, children, anything here that's dealing with this illusionary setup. Because at the end of the day, you came here on your own particular soul journey to do and be whatever it is you contracted for yourself to do this cycle. And it's not for you to come and get attached to this illusionary reality. Because at the end of the day, when we leave, when we drop these suits, the only thing that you're going to take with you moving forward is your experiences and whatever level of awareness you were able to attain during this particular round. You don't want to have an attachment to anything, because that can cause a disruption in your energy setup. Because say I get in a relationship, right? And I become real attached to my partner. We have our moment or whatever of how long that lasts, but for whatever reason, at some point, we end up breaking up or separating. Yeah, pardon me. So at some point, we end up separating. Now, I'm so attached to having this particular energetic setup in my field that now I don't know what to do no more. Now I'm depressed. For some, I might be suicidal. I might go binging. Now I'm drinking all crazy. I'm smoking all crazy. I'm aggressive and angry and hurtful towards people. And, it creates all of these negatives because you didn't understand. You missed the whole lesson. The lesson was you have to love yourself first before you can truly love someone else. Because in loving yourself first, you're always going to be vibrationally synced up, and you're always going to be in a great space. Because regardless of if someone stays with you or not, if something stays with you or not, you lose your house, you lose your car, you lose your job, any of these things that are really of no real substance. Because if you have love for self, then anything that's removed is okay with you, because you're not connected to it like that. It can't cause no disruptive energy because you put yourself first and you build everything off of that. And that's a big one that I just recently completed and been working on for longest, is not to have an attachment and focus on self first. Because when you love yourself is when you're expressing like the divine in the flesh. Like it's like let me see. Earthly attachments. We know about earthly attachments. The key thing to unblocking that, and a lot of people may not want to hear this because it's levels and degrees, but even to the level of your children, your mother, your father, your family, your friends, like, no, you are here for your soul's growth and development. And salvation is personal. You know what I'm saying? Salvation is not a community room. You know, it's a journey for you, for your individual soul to grow and to develop and to learn. And so that may be the hardest one, but the reward for that unconditional love for self and not having an over attachment for people, places, and things will get you back to the kingdom, because now you're in your correct vibration and understanding of how you should operate. This is what will open up your crown chakra, which will in turn give you the Christed consciousness. Now I'm going to speak on, the Christed consciousness in one of my videos too at a later point, but I just wanted to briefly go over a couple things that could cause blockages in your chakra. Because a lot of people, I noticed too, a lot of people, they talk about this stuff and say, okay, well, this, and this, but then they don't give you the information of how to start trying to remedy this, and this. They'll say, oh yeah, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem, but they won't give you no instructions on how to start pursuing removing those issues or working on those issues. And so that's what I'm here for. I'm going to try to cover the basics and be as clear as I can with my understanding of how things work and how things should be applied if you want to be successful with this spiritual journey, this soul's journey that each and every last one of us is on, whether we're conscious of it or unconscious of it. So that's pretty much it. I'll make another video tomorrow and I'll go over the positives or what it looks like when the chakras are balanced and what they can create. Matter of fact, I might do another video a little later on today and go a little bit more in depth about these chakras and just to try to see if I can give a better perspective on this thing that I'm trying to share with y'all. As I stated, chakras are the master keys to the kingdom of the divine. Now just you think about that. Chakras are the master key to the kingdom of the divine. That should definitely inspire some curiosity in those who truly want to know and feel and reconnect with what those know as God, but with the divine, with the creator, with source, that whole realm. Chakras, that is the word of the day. Chakra. So those were the blockages. Next video, I'll put up what balanced chakras look like. Appreciate y'all. Love and light to everyone. And may peace be unto you.